Hey everybody, BK here. This is like the 5th time I've started this video because Janeway is really thirsty today. She'll get a drink, then she'll stop, and I'll be like, okay, I'll start the episode. I start doing the episode, then she starts drinking again. I don't know what's up with her, but oh my god. Having animals, man. Don't do it near your microphone. Anyway, this is what we've got so far. The basic principle is that we're going to have the science module and SAS module come down separately from the capsule. I still cannot say. I'm like friggin' Benedict Cumberbatch trying to say penguins over here. I can't even imagine how that word's supposed to be pronounced right now because I'm thinking about it too much. It has a lot of stairs. Why don't they just put an elevator in? Jesus Christ. Ugh. Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna have this, basically how it works here is when the rocket detaches, we're in a descent. We're gonna have these start slowing the thing down at one point, and then it's gonna decouple that. We'll let this fall a little bit, and then we'll activate that parachute. Then we have a 200 horsepower rocket. I don't remember what the 200 thrust, whatever that's measured in. Yeah, it doesn't really say what the unit of measurement for that is, but let's go. It's 200 power rocket, then another fuel tank, a 215 power rocket. I think that's right. Yeah, 215. Then this another 215 pound rocket. Yeah, it's a little more than that, buddy. So this is going to be the stage that has all the extra tanks on it. So let's figure out how we're putting those on there. And we're going to do a little bit more than 4 this time. I think we're going to do 6. That sounds reasonable to me anyway. So we're going to want these to be... Well, we're going to do 1 and then symmetry it once we have everything together here. Let's put it about there. Then fuel tank on that. Is that about right? Yep. Excellent. But we want that fuel tank to be centered a little bit further down on this thing, I believe. Is that centered? I cannot tell from here. Yes. Okay. And we're gonna have a big old engine on there and more fuel. We're gonna have more fuel on these outside ones than the smaller tank though? Yeah, smaller tank though. Alright, so we're going to want to set symmetry to 6. Oof, this is insane. Alright. And we want it to be even, more or less. That one, it could be a little bit higher up, I think. That's gonna look so cool. Like, I know style isn't the point of this kind of thing, but it's gonna look so cool. Alright, so let's get some structural things going on here because as is right now, this thing's gonna be all over the place. So let's attach these guys together. There. Actually, I don't know, like, there's no, that has drag. These do not have drag, these modded ones. Let's use the modded strut connectors. I'm not sure what the better one is, but I guess I'll just use these invisible ones. I assume that worked. Actually, since they're invisible, I can't tell if they're working or not, so I'm not going to use them. So let's try these ones then. There we go. Do one of those. Do a little bit of one of those. That ought to work. Alright, so now we gotta try to figure out how fuel's gonna feed into these things. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna have 2 going into 1, which is gonna go into this one. Although if I do it that way, I don't know. I don't know if having like a set of 4 left over would hurt anything, because I think we want it to drain, like, drop 2 tanks at a time rather than 4 tanks at once. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and get into the fuel tank menu here. Set the symmetry to 1. And we're just gonna do a quick there to there. Then here to there. And then from that to there. What the fucking hell? Don't scare me like that. Okay. So... Okay, so that drains into that. Okay. And then we do the exact same thing going around again. So we're gonna have this drain into that, which drains into this one, which drains into this one. Okay, so that should all be set up correctly. Now we gotta do this nightmare here. Also, we're gonna want to set these up to where this is firing at the same time as all these ones, so boop, there we go. Alright, so the first ones to go is this one. Shit! Control Z that. Oh, thank God. Okay. I don't know why I thought that clicking on it would do anything, but get out of here. Okay. Alright, but we want to just highlight it. Well, we want to open this up. Say, alright, we're going to have a new one. It's going to be... let's deselect all these pieces of shit. Not that one. Alright. That one there. That one is going to be first, along with this one. So let's select all these, deselect all the ones we don't want. Oh, that one's the one we want. Alright. Cool. Then we make another stage. This is so many stages. Alright, and we want... not that one. Actually, it is that one. Yeah. Because we want this one... Wait. Yeah, we want this one to be next. And then... this? No. This one, I believe. Hold on. Yeah, that one. That one's next. And then these two. Right? Yes. Okay, so all the engines fire. First two tanks, second two tanks, third two tanks. Then all those decouple. Let's set the engine to launch while it's decoupling. Like, might as well, right? Just to cut down on stages, and also to get the ship away from the things that are exploding as fast as possible. Man, this is gonna be messy. Alright, what we're gonna want to do now, let's go ahead, set this up for 6 symmetry again. Because I don't trust this thing to stay in one piece. So we're gonna do that to try to keep it steady. Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare. Alright. Oh, there he is. Alright, we got our test pilot. I almost hate to do this to him because this is almost guaranteed to fail. But he's our test pilot for rocket ships, so there's nothing I can do about that. That's like, you know, you got a fancy baseball player and he's like, if I go out there I'm gonna get injured, but he's the best at the job, so he's gotta do it. Oh, that's a terrible analogy. Let's save the... No, not save. I mean, yes, save, not load. God damn. What am I talking about? Oh, I need to actually name it. That's the problem. Okay, we'll call this, Newton MK1. I'm just gonna go ahead and preemptively name it in memory of Newton. Because he did die once, so it's fitting. Oh, I don't know if I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's so balanced. I'm surprised. Okay, let's go ahead and throw it all the way up here. I don't remember what direction we need to turn to, like, get to the moon. So I guess we're just gonna go outwards. I think I just wanna... I wanna go east and west, so I wanna make a 90-degree turn, then go in a direction. Alright. Let's go. Oh, it's so slow. Oh, it's so slow. Okay. The good news is we got plenty of fuel this time. That's good. Let's actually back off the ship a little bit. So it's a little bit quieter. So I don't have to like duck the audio in post. Is that thing? Where are you? Okay, whatever. I'll just deal with it. I don't care. Let's go ahead. Get spun around a little bit here. I don't know if I want to have the spin on the ship while I'm getting rid of the fuel tanks here. Losing. That worked beautifully. Turn here. Definitely want to go a direction. Not sure what direction that is, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. Once we're in orbit, we'll worry about figuring out how to get to it. I think it's moon, because it has influence. Well, I'm not entirely sure what those do. I'll ask GP next time I talk to him. It's like, hey, GP, what do again? Or Kraz too, she does the terminal sometimes. Might also be noticing, hey, you didn't put any aerodynamic things in there. It's because they actually slow you down. They do absolutely nothing except make you look good. Unless, because I'm using the stock drag model, so yeah, they don't do anything. And almost time. Once we drop these two, I'm gonna make I'm gonna start turning. I think. Where's the apparatus here? 70, I believe. 70,000 meters is the only, like, the lowest you can stably orbit or whatever. And I don't want to turn sideways in the atmosphere yet, so I'm gonna go up a little bit more here. But so far, this is looking promising. I mean, we're still on the first set of rockets down here. We still got 2 more sets of rockets. So I think we're getting on well. So unless something, like, really exciting happens, I'll see you, like, here in a bit.